What's up, guys? Here's my prediction for the Vasyl Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux fight. This is one of the bigger fights in boxing happening right now, so that is why I'm gonna transition to the boxing world again and do a prediction for this fight, because you have two of the most skilled boxers to date and the best boxers of probably the lighter divisions. Now, when we start with Lomachenko had a long amateur career. Now, he only has 10 fights in his professional career, but don't get that confused with him being inexperienced or anything. He actually had a very long amateur career. 396 wins with 1 defeat. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. So he's not inexperienced. He just doesn't have too many professional fights, which is a little bit different. Vasyl Lomachenko is going to be the bigger man too, fighting at super featherweight, where Rigondeaux fights at super bantamweight. But I don't know how much of a power advantage he's actually going to have, because Rigondeaux does rely more on his explosiveness, whereas Vasyl is more finesse. You know, he finesses his opponents. He uses all kind of techniques, defensively and offensively. He's a very balanced fighter in that sense, where Rigondeaux is more of an attacking fighter. Although he does counterattack, but it's still an attacking fighter. And this is also a southpaw versus southpaw match. And Vasyl is really good with his footwork, really good at creating angles on the opponent, better than anyone I've seen in recent years. Really good at turning around the opponent as they cover up, using that limited sight of his opponent against them. He's good at fighting on the inside. He's good with pressuring the opponent as well. He's not always moving around the on the ropes. He's actually really good at pressuring the opponent back, get him into the ropes, get him into the corner, and do work from there, create angles in there as well. And he's really good with infighting, throwing uppercuts to the body, finds these small openings and catches his opponents through those openings in shocking ways, like catching him with uppercuts to the solar plexus when he's coming in and trying to move out as his opponent's trying to counter him. His jab is excellent as well. He throws everything pretty well on the feet. He's good at switching as he's throwing strikes as well. One of the hardest guys to track down, one of the hardest guys to figure out in there. A lot of unorthodox movements. His whole style is unorthodox, whereas Rigondeaux's is more conventional, but relies more on explosiveness. Rigondeaux, also a southpaw fighter. He's really good with the left overhand, the left cross, and the left uppercut to the body. And his right hook is really dangerous as well. And the thing about Rigondeaux that makes his punches really hard to evade is there's no telegraphing them. There's no wind up. There's no pulling back on the punches before throwing them. Everything comes out from where his hand is placed, just straightforward. And he has some pretty impressive power throwing his punches like that, even for such a small fighter. He's accurate as well, almost like a sniper out there with his punches. Doesn't move too much. He looks like he's stiff at times, but don't get that confused, because he can actually move around pretty well. He's really quick on his feet, and his punches are extremely quick, maybe even surpassing Vasyl's speed overall. And Rigondeaux, with his precision, he's really good at timing the jab of his opponent and coming right over the top with the left overhand. Now, in this case, he's going to be timing the left cross or the left hook of Vasyl and trying to come over the top with it. And that is something he's really good at. Now, the thing about Rigondeaux, he doesn't do too well with cutting off the opponent. So it's going to be interesting how he's going to deal with the footwork of Lomachenko, and if he gets pressure back the way I think he probably will be. So my prediction for the fight, I'm going to go with Vasyl Lomachenko. I think he's going to be a little bit too much. His angles and his footwork and his ability to pressure Rigondeaux and move away from his punches, I think, are going to be the key in the fight. The defense of Lomachenko as well as pressuring Rigondeaux, I think that's going to be pretty much the story of the fight. And Rigondeaux not being able to actually catch Lomachenko. So I'm going to go with Lomachenko. I'm going to go by a decision. And I'd probably say he wins maybe 7 to 9 rounds. But I don't think it's as close as people think it's going to be. So that's my prediction, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you enjoyed my content, make sure to subscribe. Leave a comment below who you guys think is going to win and why. I'm really curious to see what you guys think as well. And I'm going to come out with my UFC predictions. That's also this weekend, going head-to-head with Lomachenko and Rigondeaux. That card looks pretty decent. Not super stacked or anything, but it's a pretty decent card. So yeah, I'm going to get that out as quick as I can, most likely by tonight or tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that as well. Make sure you guys watch the fight. Probably the most skilled and one of the most regarded fights that happen this early in their careers, in their professional careers. So make sure you guys watch the fight. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.